self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest be coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay solid just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us, like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dope. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope. While you at it, we keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
Oh boy, been a minute. Happy holidays. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I know what you're thinking, sir. It's been a goddamn month. Where have you been? Man, look, I had a relapse. Not in a bad way. Well, I guess in a bad way, but not in a drug-related way. I was going back to old habits. Let me explain what I mean. I have a tendency of when I'm struggling, I tend to cut myself off from everything. I view myself as toxic, and I don't wish to infect, or so I think, others. I view my patterns as detrimental to those around me. And so I isolate, not realizing that I'm causing friction in all of my relationships, my friendships, my actual romantic relationship, even the relationship with my mother. Everyone feels it, but I just become recluse. And all of that is because traumatic experiences growing up where I overshared with the incorrect people. The reason I'm able to express that the way it is because I go to therapy. The way my therapist put it is that with my articulate brain, I'm able to use flawed logic to a degree that it makes sense, and therefore I use that as the justification, never really realizing that just because it makes sense doesn't mean it's true. I'm going to repeat that because somebody else needs to know that. Just because the shit makes sense doesn't mean it's true or correct. You know, I'm going to give you an example. You see a dog walk across the street to your neighbor's house and never come back out. So you assume, hey man, they did something to murder that dog, right? It's a little extreme, but in your perspective, it makes sense to you. So you think it's true. Not all the while realizing that the neighbor may have let the dog out the back door or may have took the dog to the vet while you were going to the restroom. It's so many factors as to why your perception can be incorrect. Now, anyway, what we came to realize is that I often talk about the coexistence of your two batteries. There's your work battery, and then there's your creative and personal battery. I was not charging my personal battery because work was honestly taking a toll. I was on call in the span of 2 months, 3 times, 3 weeks straight. And I wasn't getting time to properly rest. And I don't mean sleep. I legitimately mean sitting down and letting my brain stop, you know. And it got to a point where I end up having to take a mental health day because I felt horrible. I had to schedule something with my therapist, and I'll be honest, I won't say what I said, but I said some things that alarmed him, and so I had to create a safety plan. So if I ever see trends like that again, I'm able to reach out to my people. And I had to make a list of people whom I trust with these thoughts. And I met with these people, 2 of the people this weekend, and it felt good. It felt good to kind of talk. And it turned out that they were also going through something that they needed to express because I'm going to say this real quick. I know there are women listening, but this is specifically for black men. What I'm finna say, I don't care what you think. You don't have enough outlets emotionally, and you don't have enough friends. You think you have enough friends, and you become callous sometimes to meeting new people, and that's not how growth works. So what happens is sometimes we all tend to isolate each other, due to the sense of duty, especially when you're in a relationship. I don't know what it is. We think we have to provide, and if we're not, providing to the metric that we set for ourselves, we feel like a failure, or we're failing, or we're not the men we thought we are, not giving ourselves grace at all, which is kind of crazy, and it makes sense as to why we have the shorter lifespan. And not to mention the unhealthy habits we take part in and exhibit to other people. So I'm gonna say this. Hey, say no. Just go ahead and say no. I don't care when it is. Go do something for yourself, man. I don't mean just sitting in the house and reveling in your thoughts. That's not doing something for yourself. Understand what makes you tick and what you love, and get involved in it. Even if you got to be uncomfortable and reach out to certain new circles you're not used to, go and do so. It is seasonal depression season, and people are unplugging themselves, and I don't want that for you, especially when we can course correct. The way the mind works, it's a machine, right? Based on experiences, collects data, and then it processes it, and then you create a pattern. Sometimes you just need to rewire some shit. We don't need you to throw away the whole computer, bro. Because the computer is you, and we love you for who you are. We just need you to put you first and just change the way you view or think about some things. That's all. I'm not trying to change the essence of you. We're just trying to correct some of the behavioral problems and behavioral patterns that you are exhibiting, bro. But anyway, I gotta go to work. We got an episode coming, me and Ash, where we're gonna be discussing and debating our idea of the best Rick and Morty episode, and also the best Simpsons episode. So not just of the season, just of all time, because we are kind of into those shows, and we need a creative outlet as well. Anywho, you be great. I'm gonna get up with you this week. I know I've been gone for a month, but look forward to some one-offs like this episode, and you have a great day, man. And if anybody don't tell you, I love you, kid. Be dope.